All right, welcome to week 1, guys. This is where the journey is beginning. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This week is going to be heavy, but it will also be the most powerful decision you've made for yourself. Because this week, we're not just setting intentions, we're drawing a line in the sand. Here's the hard truth. If you don't commit to this process, if you don't do the work, the version of you that you dream about, the version that's healed and strong and present, the one that's thriving, that version dies. That version of you doesn't make it. Let that sink in for a second. And it doesn't stop there either, because when you make the choice to give up or to stay the same, it's not just you who suffers. It's the people you care about most. Your spouse, your kids, your family. The future version of their lives, the one that's built on love and trust and connection, dies with it. That's the weight of the choice you're making right now. But here's the good news. You're here. You're not running. You're ready to do what most people won't. And that's why this week is so crucial. Your first assignment is to write 2 letters. This is not some fluffy feel-good exercise. This is a promise. You are writing a life or death commitment to your future self, because that future version of you depends on what you do today. And when you write this letter, I want you to get real. I want you to imagine the person you'll become if you commit to this process. How do they feel waking up every morning? How do they move throughout the world? How do they show up for their family, their career, their life? Write this as if your future self is reading it 1 year from now, looking back on everything you did to make this life a reality. And here's the most important part. Make a promise. Promise that you will not quit. Promise that no matter how hard it gets, you will not abandon the work. Because if you do, that future version of you is fucking gone. They don't exist. This letter is your lifeline. Now, the second letter is to the people who matter most to you. Your spouse, your kids, the ones who count on you every day. This is where you lay it all out. You tell them why you're doing this. You tell them the version of you that they've been living with, the one who's stuck in old patterns and carrying unresolved pain. That version is not who they deserve. Be honest. Tell them that this process won't be easy. Tell them that change is messy and uncomfortable. But also tell them that you're doing this for them as much as for yourself, because their future is tied to yours. Their lives will be infinitely better when you step into the person you're meant to be. This letter is your way of holding yourself accountable to the people who mean the most to you. And it's a way of saying, I will not fail you. I will not quit on you. I will not allow my past to steal your future. Now, why does all this matter, man? Science backs this shit up. Research shows that when we write down our intentions and share them, we dramatically increase the chances of success. Why? Because it creates accountability. It shifts your brain from passive to active. You're no longer just thinking about change, you're making it real. More than that, these letters will serve as anchors. On the days when the work feels too hard, when you feel like throwing in the towel, you're going to come back to these letters and remember exactly what's at stake. So your assignment this week is to sit down and to write these letters. Do not hold back. Don't overthink it. Just pour your heart onto the page. And when you're done, keep these letters close. Revisit them often. Let them remind you of the promise you've made to yourself and to your loved ones. This is where the transformation begins. This is where you take your power back. Let's get to work.